Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Suns against Denver. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Working through the early stages of the season, Greg, how long does it take for teams to establish rotations?
Kevin, some teams know day one how they're going to look, but for a lot of teams that made roster changes, maybe coaching changes, it could literally take half the season to figure it out.
And up the court come the Suns on the break, and stolen by Posey. To Van Exel. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Luke Longley grabs the miss. Here's Gugliotta. Outside Kidd. Here's Gugliotta to the inside. 6 to shoot. Longley can't get it to go. About a minute played so far here in the first. And here is Van Exel. Here's McLeod. Pass to McDyess. Here's McLeod. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. There's the pick. Here's LaFrentz, guarded by Robinson. Fades back, and LaFrentz gets it to go.
Well, there we go. Finally, they make one. Maybe that gets them going.
Outside Kidd. Robinson a screen on Van Exel. Outside Hardaway. Robinson on the wing. Outside Kidd. Shoots over Van Exel. Kidd, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's Van Exel. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. They get Jason Kidd.
Hey, Van Exel can put defenders in a pickle, a torture chamber, including finding ways to draw the whistle while shooting.
Shooting two.
That free throw missing.
There's so much to love about Nick Van Exel's game, but one of the things that stands out to me is his fearlessness. This guy believes he can score every time down the court, no matter who's defending him.
He hits the second from the line. Now Hardaway. Pass to Gugliotta. Outside Robinson. Out to the wing. Van Exel against Kidd. Shoots over Van Exel. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Pass to McClung. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
inside Kidd. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
He's got a nice feel for the crossover, but you still have to finish it off.
Posey passes to Van Exel. Here's McLeod. And again, Denver no good. Hardaway passes to Kidd. Goes back up. Posey with the rebound.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
For Phoenix, they've gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. Gugliotta passes to Kidd. Denver grabs the miss.
You could see it in that game. Despite the odds going against them, once it got to OT, they had that belief and resolve that they could win it.
Sometimes we've seen it happen where a team that's supposed to be the underdog gets the game into OT, and then the momentum swings their way.
McDyess can't hit. And it's the Suns' ball.
The intelligence of Kidd coming into play on offense. He made sure to draw the foul while shooting.
This is his first free throw of the game.
An 85% shooter there, and they've been able to count on him hitting his shots from the line.
You know, he's been one of those players they've wanted on the line as much as possible this season, especially in close games, guys.
And it's tied up with that one.
Kidd, such a great two-way threat who makes everybody around him better. What a player.
That one is no good.
And you can see that even though he ties the game up, disappointed he couldn't give him the lead.
Here's McLeod. Hasn't made one yet. Van Exel dishes to McDyess. That shot off. Excellent D that time from Robinson. Here's Gugliotta. He gives a bit of a scoring lift to the team, averaging 8 points a game. Van Exel against Kidd. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Kidd's gone only 1 of 7 here from the field. To the middle to end the cold streak. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Now here is Hardaway. He's covered closely. Out to the right wing. Gugliotta passes to Robinson. Clock at 6. Over McDyess. And the Suns miss again.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over, but that is a difficult shot to sink.
Pass to Van Exel. Over Kidd. And again, Denver no good. Here's Hardaway. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Hey, I love the effort from the defense, but Hardaway able to finish through contact. Nicely done.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. And going against Phoenix, their first meeting of the season.
In this game, just the first of 4 meetings between these two. They'll get quite familiar with each other by season's end.
You know what, guys? I don't know. I get the feeling that this could be an interesting matchup this season. This first game will tell us a lot.
Marion, he's checked in for the Suns.
Shawn Marion.
Phoenix on defense. Now, here's Van Exel. Over Kidd. Van Exel no good. Hardaway against Van Exel. From 15 feet away, and there's Hardaway. That's good on the assist by Kidd. Hardaway has got his second basket of the night. Van Exel with it. And he's currently averaging more than 26 points a game. Such a force. Can they get it? Here's McDyess. And the dunk by McDyess.
Nothing new for McDyess. Exceptional at keeping his eye on the rim.
Well, Phoenix shooting a pretty distressing 27% here in the early minutes. For three, Kidd nailed from three-point land. Kidd's got 6.
Doing damage from long range, elevating his offense.
And here is Van Exel. Pass to Posey. Shawn Marion grabs the miss. Suns leading by 5. Outside Kidd. And here is Hardaway. Missed inside.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Posey, guarded by Marion. Here's McLeod. Buries the long-range jumper.
Drilling that catch and shoot. Caught it and shot it with confidence.
McLeod's gone 50% from the arc, 1 of 2. Here's Marion. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Denver with the ball. Trailing by 2. Kidd against Van Exel. Pass to Posey. McDyess a screen. Posey, no luck. Outside Hardaway. Count it. He's got 6.
You can't allow Hardaway to get these kinds of looks. He's very consistent inside.
Here's McLeod. Pass to Van Exel. Here's the floater. And that one goes. First for him tonight, 1 for 8.
Oh, good touch from the interior. That's a high percentage shot.
Van Exel against Kidd. Now here is Hardaway. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Hardaway has got 8.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Van Exel. Beyond the arc. Rebound by the Suns.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Here's Hardaway. And it's McLeod with the rebound. Denver trails by 4. Pass to LaFrance. Here's McDyess. Good, nice job down low. McDyess has got his second basket of the game.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
And here is Marion. Now Hardaway, 8 points for him.
Got a question for you. How do you guard Penny Hardaway? He's long, he's athletic, he's smart, he's got great vision, excellent ball handling skills. Simply a matchup nightmare.
For Phoenix, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
One of the things they've done, guys, is taken pride in their free throw shooting this season, and rightfully so.
And he knocks down the first one.
You always have to take advantage of trips to the line.
So both teams making some changes here. Hardaway hits them both. Here's Abdul Wahab. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at Phoenix. They're in second, looking to take over the first spot. And checking out Denver. They're 5 spots away.
Well, right now for Phoenix, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
It appears to me, though, that this group has all the ingredients for a special season.
Now here's Kidd. 2 points. That one goes. Kidd's got 8 points.
And, you know, they'll take the points, but I'm sure Coach would prefer a higher percentage look next time.
Denver trails by 6. Now here's Van Exel. Foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good from Van Exel. Denver making a switch here. McDyess is checked in. And the Suns also making a change. Livingston's checked in. Both good from the line that time. 1:24 left in the first quarter. Pass to Chapman. And it's blocked. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
Chauncey Billups checked in for Denver. .103 left to play in the first quarter.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Pass to McDyess. Shot clock at 6. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Over Gugliotta. And another miss by Denver. Phoenix leading by 4. Livingston with it. There's 21 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Chapman's shot is off. The Nuggets shooting pretty grave so far, about 23%. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. For Denver, they have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
At the line for Denver, Tariq Abdul-Wahab, taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. And here's Livingston. Pass to Chapman. There's the triple. No good. Shot missing. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Phoenix ahead, up by 4. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Now here's Billups. No scoring in this one, and he makes that one.
Boy, the competitive spirit of Billups, his size, his strength, his craftiness, all of that. Allow him to play through contact.
Pass to Chapman. Lead by 4.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Now Billups. Here's the teardrop, and the layup is up and in. Billups has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Continuously working in close. Billups earning that bucket.
Livingston looking for the opening. Pass to Chapman. Denver grabs the miss. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Here's Abdul Wahad. And shot on the way. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Suns have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Pass to Chapman. Hands the shot with nobody near him. Chapman's got his second bucket of the night.
That's heads-up basketball to find a teammate with a good look right there.
Here's Abdul Wahad. Still without a basket. Here's Gatling. McDyess a screen. Here is Stiff. 17-foot shot on the way. And with that, the Phoenix lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from McDyess. McDyess has got 6.
Yeah, his strength and really that nose for the ball makes McDyess a huge contributor on the offensive glass. He cleans up a lot of his teammates' mistakes.
Livingston passes to Chapman. Crafty move. Abdul Wahad with the rebound. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First team foul.
Fierce play inside. He was fired up.
The Nuggets shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game right here.
Only shooting 71 really on the season, so there is plenty of room for improvement.
Guys, strictly in terms of their percentage, their free throw shooting has deteriorated a considerable amount since last season.
And that one misses. And the Suns making a change here. Robinson's checked in. And he sinks the second. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Robinson a screen on Billups. Pass to Chapman. Back to Livingston. Tries a 3. Rebounded by McDyess. McDyess has got 8 rebounds in this game. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
The Suns making a switch here. Kidd's checked in. Phillips passes to McCloud. Taken away by Kidd. Marion kicks to Kidd. Pass to Gugliotta. And it's Marion in the corner. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Clock at 4. There's the pick. That's a 2 from Kidd. And the Suns miss again. For Denver, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Here's Abdul Wahid to the paint. McDyess with the ball. Good for another basket for him. Number 4 today. He's 4 of 8.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Outside Kidd. Pass to Chapman. To end the drought. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. McLeod's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Inside, here's Billups. Can't get it to fall. The Suns have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter on the wing. Marion. And Chauncey Billups gets the whistle that time.
Chauncey Billups.
That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Substitution for the Suns. Number 10, Don McClain.
Here's Chapman. Over Abdul Wahid. Chapman's shot is off.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
Billups attacking. Pass to McCloud. McDyess a screen. This one for 3. It's hauled in by the Suns.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Chapman the pass to Kidd. Looking to get back on track here. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Chapman's got 6.
And saw where he was on the floor and had no problem knocking that down from mid-range.
Here's Abdul Wahid. Pass to LaFrance. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Abdul Wahid. The Nuggets with another miss. Well, Phoenix shooting is definitely lagging at the moment. They're just 30% in the second quarter.
And you can see Kidd's ability to pass truly is a gift. When one of his teammates is open, he is quick to get them the ball in rhythm.
Here's Billups following the score by Phoenix. Pass to McDyess. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And night in and night out, you know, McDyess provides a bunch of energy. He's an athletic big guy who does a little bit of everything for you. Those guys are hard to find, but always valued.
Shooting 2.
That's good for McDyess. James Posey's checked in for Denver. Van Exel comes in for Chauncey Billups. The Suns making a switch here. Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Kidd. 8 points for him. Pass to Hardaway. Back to Kidd. From the...
It's huge for Kidd's confidence. When he's dialed in from deep, this offense is especially dangerous.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Look at the last game for the Suns. It was a win against Seattle.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
Van Exel. The Nuggets with another miss.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Outside Kidd. A floater. Rebound by Van Exel. Van Exel's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Going inside. Over Kidd. Robinson with the block. Out to the right wing. Back to Kidd. Robinson sets a screen for Kidd. Oh, good with the triple. Denver trails by 4. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Van Exel. Oh, good on the 3.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Now, here is Robinson. 9-point game his last outing. McClain. Phoenix, no good that time either.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Here's the 3. Rebound by the Suns. Pass to Kidd. And it's Hardaway atop the key. Over McLeod. Hardaway, no good. Denver trails by 4. Now, here's Van Exel. He's got 5. Pass to Posey. McDyess, a screen. They could use a bucket. Robinson pulls it in.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Yep, that one goes.
Kidd is at his best when he's going downhill. His speed and tenacity, size, and strength can just overwhelm tight defense.
Now, here's Van Exel. Now McDyess. Here's McLeod. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Kidd's got 4 rebounds in this game. Right side Hardaway. Back to Kidd. Lets it go from deep. LaFrentz pulls it in. LaFrentz has got 7 rebounds in the game. And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Posey.
Good, solid execution inside. That's exactly the look you want.
Outside Kidd. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. Kidd's got the lead back up to 6 now for the Suns.
Kidd has no issues mixing it up down low. He's a physical point guard.
And here is Van Exel. 5 points in the game.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Hardaway dishes to Kidd. Another miss by Kidd. And for the Nuggets, they're shooting a ghastly 26% from the field. Their offensive game looking completely out of whack. Looking to end his cold spell. Van Exel no good.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Outside Kidd. Back to Hardaway. to the right side. That's a 2 from Kidd. And it's James Posey with the rebound. Posey's got 4 rebounds now tonight. To Van Exel. 20 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Fires away from way outside. Here's McLeod. Three-pointer. Trains the three-pointer. McLeod's got 6. So it's Phoenix now. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Suns lead by 3. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Gotta like what Jason Kidd has done in this game.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, you know, that's not a job they asked him to do very often. But in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. The 3 ball. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Kidd against Van Exel. Pass to McLeod. Back to Van Exel. 6 to shoot. Nick Dice passes to Van Exel. Good on the bucket. Van Exel's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Nuggets.
And good work there from Van Exel, finding some space inside and exploiting it.
Outside Kidd. Now here is Hardaway. Defense is right there.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
They grab their own miss. McDyess, good.
When McDyess is cooking like that and starts to heat up, it's almost impossible to defend him.
Well, Phoenix shooting a low 30% right now on ugly offensive performance. On the wing, Hardaway. He's got 10 over McLeod. Here's Gugliotta. Fades away and sinks the tough shot. Gugliotta's got his first points in this one. Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Pass to Posey for 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Longley's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Hardaway passes to Kidd. Here's Gugliotta. Hardaway with a wide open look. And it's Hardaway again missing.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Floats one. And no good that time. Good defense by Kidd. Now here is Hardaway. He's covered closely. And it's Robinson with the jam.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Well, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Now Van Exel, he has 7, fires the 3, and again, Denver no good.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Pass to Gugliotta. Left side, Hardaway. Score of the basket is 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Pass to LaFrance. Just 5 on the clock. And again, Denver no good. Suns leading by 5. Kidd up top, covered by Van Exel. Screen by Longley. Hardaway for 3. LaFrance pulls it in. LaFrance has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's McDyess. Here's Van Exel driving the lane. Banked in off the glass. Van Exel's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
That is Nick the Quick for you right there, using that trademark speed to do damage on the drive.
Hardaway with the bounce pass, and it's good for 2. Gugliotta's got 4 points this quarter.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Van Exel with it. 9 points in the game so far. Phoenix grabs the miss.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Outside Kidd. Gugliotta passes to Robinson. Over McDyess. Nails the baby hook. Now it's a 7-point Phoenix lead.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Denver calls timeout.
Put your hands together for your Denver Dancers.
Van Exel passes to McLeod. Now here's Van Exel. He's got 9. Pass to McLeod. Hits the 3-point bomb. McLeod's got 9 points.
And just keeping things simple on offense. Van Exel spotting the open man and just getting him the ball.
Screen by Longley. Outside Kidd. The 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. McLeod's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Van Exel. Here's Abdul Wahid. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Here's Gugliotta. Here's Longley. Second shot opportunity. LaFrance pulls it in. Denver trails by 4. Van Exel with it. Denver passing it around. Here's McLeod. McDyess, a screen. Pocket 6 to the paint. And the dunk by McDyess.
No one throws it down as hard as McDyess. He lives for those dunks, and he never passes up the chance to make a statement.
Now here's Kidd. Here's Longley. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake. Denver shooting a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense. Pass to Van Exel. Here's Abdul Wahad. Over to the wing. For the tie. It's hauled in by Longley. Longley's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Floats one up. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. McLeod's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And here is Van Exel. 9 points in the game so far. For the lead. The offensive rebound. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Now, here's Van Exel. And he's currently averaging more than 26 points a game. Such a force.
Fearless play by McDyess, taking his motion directly into the defender to get the foul.
This is his 2nd trip to the free throw line.
Antonio McDyess taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good, so it's both teams making substitutions here. And so he hits both.
Great atmosphere in this building tonight. The fans were primed for this game.
Outside Kidd. Pass to Marion. Elbow shot is on the way. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Next up in the docket, the Bucks following this one. And that's the 3rd of 4 straight played at home. Now Van Exel. He's got 9. Here's Gatling. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Suns shooting 35% or so in the 3rd quarter. Whatever they're trying is not working. Screen by Longley. Outside Hardaway. From outside the arc. And it's McLeod with the rebound.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Abdul Wahad. Here's the drive. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Phoenix.
Well, throughout this game, they've been lighting it up from mid-range. I love seeing that. They've made that the focus of their offense, and it's really paid off.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
And he knocks down the first one. And Phoenix making a change here. That one drops. He ties it up. And for the Suns, they're shooting at a 32% clip from the field. They're just not executing. Here's Chapman. He's got 8. Pass to Hardaway. Shoots over Van Exel. Drains it from 17 feet out. Hardaway has got 16.
And it's that in-between area, the mid-range. It's where Hardaway is probably most comfortable with his shot.
2 minutes remaining in the quarter. 2 minutes.
Hardaway against Van Exel. Over Hardaway. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Van Exel's got it all tied up now for the Nuggets. Outside Hardaway. 1:39 left here in the third quarter. Chapman the pass to Hardaway. And the shot goes down. He's got 18.
Watching Hardaway take over games, love it. Remarkable scorer who can fill it up in bunches in a hurry.
To Van Exel. Hardaway with the steal. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Here's Chapman. Back to Hardaway. Shot clock at 6. Got it. Good job in the low post. Now it's a 4-point Phoenix lead.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take it.
Van Exel no good.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
36 seconds left in the third quarter, and Hardaway gets it to go.
You know, the defense has to be better. I mean, you can't give up that look.
The Nuggets shooting just 28%. They're offensively out of whack and out of step with each other at this point. Pass to Van Exel. Here's Gatling, guarded by Marion. Gatling's shot is off. Outside Hardaway. And there's the drive. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Nick Van Exel. Phoenix shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Penny Hardaway. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. Hardaway hits them both. And so it's Phoenix in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we'll be right back after this. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Billups with the ball. To the inside. Gatling takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Nice setup out of the 2-man game.
Suns leading by 6. For 3, Kidd buries it from 3-point range.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Here's Abdul Wahad. Outside Billups. Ball's knocked loose. Kidd against Billups. Pass to Chapman. Just 4 to shoot. Outside Kidd. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Denver trails by 9. Here's Abdul Wahid. Here's McDyess. That one off the back iron and out. Suns shooting a meager 37% for the game. Outside Kidd. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Another miss by Kidd. Kidd against Billups. Pass to Abdul Wahid. Now McDyess. Fades. Offensive rebound. And it's Stith missing. Phoenix leading by 9. Three-pointer. Kidd knocks down the 3-ball. Kidd's got 6 here in this quarter.
Hey, this is how you finish in transition. Kidd, his eyes light up when he's running the break.
Now here's Billups. To stop the drought. And that one is off. Good defense by Kidd. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
Known as a pass-first player, that's who Jason Kidd is. He doesn't shy away from shooting off the catch when he has opportunities.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Here's Abdul Wahid. Marion with the steal. Outside Kidd. Pass to Chapman. Back to Kidd. Fires from deep. McClain. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Antonio McDyess.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
First one falls for him. Luke Longley's checked in for Sean Marion. He hits both from the stripe.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Offensive rebound. Here's Abdul Wahid. Misses and the dry spell continues.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Now, here is Robinson. He's tightly guarded. And the shot no good, a bit short. Denver trails by 16. Outside Billups. And the turnover again by Denver. And the Suns making a change here.
Tom Publio, Penny Hardaway.
Phoenix leading by 16. Here's Chapman. Pass to Hardaway. 6 to shoot. Denver grabs the miss. Outside Billups. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
And Billups is a clutch performer, someone who isn't afraid of taking big shots. I just love how fearless he is.
No good on the free throw.
And they're having a lot of trouble at the line today, and unfortunately it's the kind of day we've seen this team have a lot.
Good on the second free throw. Phoenix leading by 15. Outside Hardaway. Chapman the pass to Robinson. Over McCloud. Robinson, that's good.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And here are the Nuggets now, following the score by Phoenix. Pass to McDyess. Phoenix grabs the miss. Longley's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. On the wing, Hardaway. Here's Chapman. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
You know, Chapman is a solid go-to guy on offense, a guy who can really play either guard spot. I like his versatility.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. LaFrancis checked in for Denver. Van Exel comes in for Chauncey Billups. And Phoenix also making a switch. Marion, he's checked in for Robinson. It's both of his shots. And here is Van Exel. Shoots the 3. Doesn't go for him.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him. That sends Penny Hardaway to the free throw line. It goes on Nick Van Exel. The Nuggets making a switch here. Posey's checked in.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
Denver shooting a pretty pitiful 25% in this game. Offensively, they can't get anything going. Now Van Exel. Pass to Posey. Back to Van Exel. 5 on the clock. Looking to end the run, and the jumper is on the mark. Phoenix leading by 20. Outside Hardaway. The 3, and he's good on the 3-ball. Hardaway has got 6 points in the quarter.
When Hardaway is feeling it at the arc, look out. He can be very dangerous from that spot.
Here's McLeod. Back to Van Exel. Lets a floater go. That's tipped, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hardaway. And Phoenix making a change here.
Clifford Robinson. Jason Kidd.
Knocks it loose. Here's McDyess. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for your Nuggets, Antonio McDyess. Taking 2 shots.
That's good for McDyess. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 20-4 run right now. Gugliotta. And it's McLeod with the rebound. McLeod's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Van Exel with it. Six on the shot clock. Pass to Posey. Launches it. Back to Van Exel. Here's McLeod. Guarded by Hardaway. Back to Van Exel with the drive. That one goes. Count it. Van Exel's got 10 points here in the second half. Suns leading by 20. Outside Hardaway. Out left to the wing. That's a 2 from Kidd. Denver grabs the miss. Posey's got his 6th rebound on the night. Now here's Van Exel. With the teardrop. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
That's one way to get yourself to the line.
Third team foul. At the line for 2, Nick Van Exel.
The first free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Phoenix leading by 18. Outside Kidd. For the 3. Offensive rebound. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And the second free throw, good. And here is Van Exel. Pass to Posey. Back to Van Exel. Drills the three-pointer. Van Exel's got 15 points here in the second half.
I love watching Van Exel dial it in from deep there. A superb sniper from beyond the arc.
Now Hardaway. Over McLeod. Second chance shot. Hardaway, no good. Denver trails by 16. Right wing. Here's McLeod. Pass to Posey. Out to the wing. 5 to shoot. From past the arc. A shot by McLeod, no good. Phoenix leading by 16. Outside Hardaway. There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter. From deep. And the three ball is good. Hardaway has got 9 points in the quarter.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Now here's Van Exel. Pass to McLeod. McDyess a screen for 3. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Phoenix.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting, despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though. Whenever things started to look a little dire, it really put the hammer down.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
Especially because they're going to get together 3 more times this season. You love to get an opponent figured out early when you're going to be seeing them that often.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Jason Kidd.
Tell you what, this guy worked his behind off on both ends of the floor. He was really an intimidating presence out there.
Here is Stiff after Penny Hardaway's bucket. No dice from the high post. Here's Chapman. Miller outside. 29 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Hardaway up top, uncovered. It's Clark with the rebound. Here's the Nuggets with the ball. To the middle. Low block shot on the way, and that one's good by Stiff.
You know, the fact that Chauncey Billups is such a great decision maker is why you want him running your club from the point guard spot.
And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.